Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this live launch with Hunky Dory TV. The crafting captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign and we are now cleared for takeoff. In preparation for launch, please ensure all of your troubles and worries are properly stowed. You won't be needing those today. Our flight time will be a craft-filled 60 minutes or more, and the Hunky Dory crew are now ready for departure. At this time, we ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our video presentation. Live launch takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have live launch liftoff.
Good morning everyone, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Hunky Dory TV, where today we're bringing you a timeless classic that year after year everybody absolutely loves. And this year as well, we're going to add in a little bit of a twist with a brand new product. So I'm Natalie, I'm going to be joining you throughout the show, running you through all the products. We've got Gemma in the production area. Good morning, Gemma. Good morning. And then over in the demonstration station, we have none other than the lovely Rebekah.
Good morning, everyone.
You're going to be crafting up a storm today, Becca.
I know, I can't wait.
There is lots and lots to show you. But before we get to it, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. So if you've never ever watched us before and this has just popped up on your screens, every single week we give away up to £100, most times over £100 worth of products. And this week is no different. This week we're going to give you our Diamond Sparkles Shimmer Card Pack, which is this absolutely gorgeous non-shed glitter card. And we have it in a range of 50 colours for you in here. I absolutely love this. Let's just flick through and see everything that you're going to get, because you are going to get 25 colours, 2 of each, but a range of absolutely stunningly gorgeous colours. We're going to have 5 winners. If you want to be with a chance of winning this, you need to answer this little question. Like, share and comment. This is hilarious. Where did this answer come from? Which animal can run faster than Usain Bolt? Is it A, an Arctic hare, B, a penguin, or C, a polar bear? Now, I'm not too sure of the question, but I thought the answer was Adam Newhouse, because he's always said he can run faster than Usain Bolt.
Apparently so, yeah.
Well, but no,
he's
clearly
not an answer.
It's the Arctic hare, a penguin, or a polar bear. So if you would like the chance of winning that fantastic stack of cardstock, then get your answers in, like, share and comment on this video, and we will announce the winners, as always, on Friday's show. So let's get to it, because this is a good show. Let's run this little VT and we'll be right back with you. Yes, it's back. It is our Twas the Night Before Christmas, and we're starting off with the timeless classic that is the Twas the Night Christmas Storybook. This is £14.99 and it comes to you in pieces, and what you're going to do is you're going to make it up. Now, I think this is a lovely gift to have. Loads of people buy this. It runs through the family. You can add in your own little pictures if you want to. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful. The most gorgeous story to read on the night before Christmas. It's absolutely phenomenal. This is the finished article. This is what you can be making for the grandkids, for great grandchildren. Maybe you had one passed down to you and you now want to pass one down to somebody else. It's a really lovely gift. And what you get is all here. So you've got full instructions with this, with really detailed images on how you put all of your bits together. So you get all of your inside pieces with your story on, and the beautiful artwork that we all absolutely love here. at Hunky Dory. We have some sheets that you actually pop out and layer on top. All of this is going to become clear on how it all works in a moment, because Becca's going to demonstrate how to put this together. Then you've got your pages, and these are what you're going to stick over the top of your story and your images, and then we're going to layer it and encapsulate it all together with our board here. And these are cut to size, everything is die cut beautifully, everything pops out, there's no fussy sort of cutting that we need to do with this. It is really, really easy to do, a great thing to do with the kids, and a great price as well. And I love the fact that you could personalize this, you could put them in their little Christmas Eve boxes the night before. It's like an heirloom. I think once you've got it in the family, you're going to have it out, whether it's just on the side as a little decoration, but the story is always going to be read year after year. So it's our Twas the Night Christmas Storybook. You also get the ribbon included on how to make it. £14.99. But I know you're all thinking, am I going to be able to do this though?
I know.
It looks a little bit tricky. Am I going to be able to do it? Well, let's go over to Becca and we'll show you exactly how to do it, and then you can decide and get it in your basket.
Absolutely, yes. So it does kind of come as like a bag full of bits.
It does.
But that's okay, because like part of the fun is like making, and can you imagine bringing out that storybook for your children or grandchildren and be like, I made that for you.
I know.
Right, so let's start with, I've got all my the best thing to do is look at the photograph and first of all put all your pages in the right order. That's just going to keep things running along smoothly and just really, really nicely for you. It's a really great tip to get all your pages. It does say that on the first instruction, take all the 10 sheets and fix the matching coverings over to start. So get all your pages ready to go. So this is our front cover. It's got these beautiful foiled corners, really rich navy pattern, and that gorgeous shape there first of all. So like Natalie said, it's super easy. You just pop out the middle shape, probably put that to one side for another project.
Yeah, you could use that as like a little border, or you could die cut a little book page from it, or maybe something from the second item we've got coming up on the show.
Yes, absolutely. Hint, hint, hint.
So many people are absolutely loving this. So many memories of the books you've already made. Cheryl made this a couple of years ago for my cousin's daughter. Aww. Susan says, I'm definitely buying this for my grandson.
Oh, definitely.
Vicky's going to get this and make it for her youngest niece. This is it. It's something that we make, we create, and it runs in the family for so many years. And that moment of someone saying, this is amazing, where have you got this from? And you say, oh, I made it. And
absolutely,
their eyes light up and they're just in awe at the fact that this is something that has been created. And it's so special. Yeah, it is. And it's such a like Twas the Night Before Christmas is such a special story for so many people. I know it's really special in our family, and even before I started crafting, you know, any of the babies or like children in our family, we'd always buy them their own copy of Twas the Night Before Christmas. So I think it's just that story that it's just so iconic, isn't it? It is.
So that is our front cover. So we've glued everything down with some construction glue. So we put the page on the back of our chipboard, and then we put the covering piece on top. So we're just going to kind of go along. We'll make the next page as well, and then because that's a little bit different to the front cover, and then we will sort of go along. So I'm leaving everything in the right order. So again, I'm just popping out the shapes, and then I've got my page ready to go. And according to our instructions, the holes on this one run down the right hand side, so we'll do everything in the right order. So we'll pop our page down first of all, again just using some construction glue. Really handy to be stocking up, especially now it is back in the building. We know there was a bit of a hiccup. It got randomly searched at customs, didn't it, or something like that?
It must be that amazing smell.
Oh, I know.
Thinking it was
I know.
Else. Morning to everyone who's watching on YouTube as well. Denise watching all the way from Trinidad.
Wow.
Debbie, Anne, Jeannie. Who else have we got? Denise, Beatrix. Good morning everyone. Susan as well. Everyone guessing an Arctic hare.
I could imagine that. I mean, polar bears feel like they're quite slow animals, aren't they? They're very heavy, aren't they?
I'd love to see Oscar in a race with Usain Bolt, because yesterday playing football with him on the field. He's got some speed on him.
He's a
when
good
he goes.
runner. And he's a big boy, isn't he now?
He is. He's like a racehorse when he gets going. Everyone is saying how much they love this. Rachel, I made this for the grandkids a couple of years ago. It is amazing, isn't it? And that's why we bring it back year after year after year, because it is one of those things that people absolutely love. And over time, families change, and you know, we get new people arriving in the family, and that's the perfect time to get this book and gift it, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so we've gone ahead a couple of pages. So this one's a completely sort of plain page. There's no holes in this one. But what you do is you do get a little topper page. So I've stuck the first one on with some foam pads. I've already stuck my sheet down just onto the grey board. I've stuck my first topper on, and then we've got our poem to go underneath. Now you could have it the other way round. I've done it absolutely to the letter of the instructions, but there's no reason why you couldn't pop that at the top. But yeah, with a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. So lovely. Okay, and then the rest of our pages, I'm just going to go through them and check that they're all in the right order. They're all sort of done because they're done in the same way. Again, we've got another one of those topper pages. We've got the ones with the 4 squares. And then as well, we have stuck the back cover onto that as well, which matches the front absolutely perfectly. So what we need to do next is we need to kind of stick these pages together.
Yeah.
So because we've got them in the right order, we know that front to back, they just stick down like that. So we'll go along and stick all those down. And then hopefully by the time we finish the last one, they'll all be stuck really nicely. Again, I'm using my construction glue just because you really want that sort of, you know, you don't want to spoil this with like tape sticking down and grabbing before you would like to. You really want that nice forgiving wiggle time so that you can make it look absolutely perfect.
And if you're buying this today, then definitely get your hands on some construction glue.
Oh, 100%.
It is back in stock. I wouldn't like to say for how long for, because we do have a lot of it, but you surprise me every single time we get it back because you buy it so many bottles of this.
Oh, it sells out over and over again.
But it is an absolutely crafter's dream for constructing your Twas the Night storybook.
Oh, it absolutely is. Yep. Yeah, 100%. It really is our sort of favourite adhesive to use with this, just because it can, you know, those pages just do need to just be just so. So again, just how easy is this to put together? Like you say, the children, you know, can manage to put this together with kind of minimal sort of help, I would say. You know, just nice bottle of squeezy glue, nice and easy.
I absolutely love Anne's comment here, and it's such an inspiring way of being able to use your storybook as well. She said, I made this book a couple of years ago for the grandkids, but I went a bit rogue and made it as a photo album. But you really could do that. You could pop in little photographs, whether on every sort of other page of the grandkids, pop in pictures of the family during Christmas time. I mean, I absolutely love this book so much that I think it's a great thing just to have as a decoration to go on the mantelpiece at Christmas. It's so special.
Yeah, 100%. It's just going to become a Christmas Eve tradition for so many years to come. And I was just thinking about how lovely it was and how special it is. And I was thinking like, you could make one for your sister's new baby this year.
I could make it for the. We're gonna have 2 sets.
Oh my goodness.
2 sets. So make one for Elliot and Caleb, and they can share it and put pictures of them in from the back, and then on that back page as well, where it specifically says,
yeah, shall I get that page?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, love from Santa. That's where you could put like pictures of like you in there, and then put Merry Christmas and put your own message in the little boxes and make it really personal. So yeah, we could definitely be doing that.
Yeah, 100%. So now that I'm ready to sort of bind it all together, I'm just going to pop all my pages nice and neat, give them a really good straighten, and then just pop them up on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of thread my ribbon, squeeze it nice and tight, and it should go through all these holes like nice and easily. It's wanting to sort of stick together a little bit. Hang on.
Top tip for this as well is using either a needle or a crochet hook, or if you don't have any of those to hand, you could try it, Becca. I don't know whether it'll work.
Oh, I've got it.
Popping a little bit of tape on the end of it.
Oh, yeah. Do you know? I heard you say that tip on the show when you demoed it, and I was like, what a great tip. I think I've just about got it. Right. So what I want to do now is get my ribbon nice and sort of even in length, so that I'm not going to be too short at the bottom. Okay, so we're about right. So I would say this is possibly the most time-consuming part of the whole thing, which really just isn't that bad. So then what me and the team like to do is just cross one over and sort of thread into the next hole, and then, oh, it's behaving.
You're on a roll now.
It's behaving. And then again, we're just going to cross that one back round and push that one through. This one's a little bit more tricky because of it being on my left hand.
But if you're thinking this is a little bit too fiddly, there's no harm in looping every single hole and then making bows the whole way down the book.
Oh no, 100%. No,
you could do that.
That would actually look really cute.
What else could you do? You could use little metal book rings.
Oh yeah.
If you have any of those, you could use them to do this.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that would look really cute as well, wouldn't it? It'd probably make it a bit stronger than ribbon.
I think so. You have all the artistic style to do whatever you please to do with this. So if you've made these and you have photos of them, maybe photos of people reading them at Christmas time, please send us some photographs, because it would be really cool to see all of your books made up, and I'd love to see the photo album one that you made as well. That would be super cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically we're just going to kind of cross and repeat and do the same. So again, just going in, I'll just use my pokey tool just for sort of time. Keep straightening my book up so that it's all the sort of holes sit together. And then just waiting for it to feed in. 1 second. I can just kneel down and see it there. And then just grabbing it on the other side.
There we go.
There we go.
Just needs a little bit of a helping hand.
Yeah, it does, absolutely. Especially when it's like fresh out the bag as well. Like the cardboard, like the grey board's just going to be really, really stiff, which obviously is what you want. You want it to be you don't want a weak storybook, do you? So yeah, just sort of pushing that ribbon through there, and then kind of.
You got the right piece?
I think so. I don't know. Oh yeah, I do. Right. Just pushing that one to one side. I'm probably making this look far more difficult than it actually is.
Through?
Yeah, it's through. I just can't get to it. Perfect.
This is where I think a crochet hook would be really helpful.
Oh,
you
it
could
would
pop
be
it through one way
amazing.
and then just like grab it the other side.
Okay, perfect. Lovely. Okay. So shall I do one more and then we can
we'll do one more, and then I've got the one that's made up here, isn't it?
That would be fabulous. I can finish this one as we're looking through the next item.
A little quick tip for anyone as well: when you do put this together, you might feel that you need to do it super tight, but once you've got all your ribbon, just stretch out all your pages and make sure you fully open
them all up,
and then tie your bow and cut it off.
Yeah, because you don't want to tie it too tight, because you obviously want to be able to like read it really, really nice and sort of easily.
But it's just such a fun project. It really, really is.
Oh, definitely. It's one of those that, like I say, even if you have one already in your lives, like you say, new arrivals, and you make new friends along the way and acquaintances, and you just know that you're just going to love it. It's going to be so special.
And it's such a nostalgic storybook as well that I don't think it has an age.
Absolutely not.
Everyone can enjoy this.
It's timeless.
Absolutely timeless. It takes you back to those Christmases where you're up at 5 o'clock and you're asking Mum to go and have a look at the presents, and she's like, no, you can't, he's not even been yet. And
oh
my
goodness.
Do you mean he's not been? It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
She's got
trying
to have
explain
been.
that he's got to go to millions of houses, not just yours, Natalie.
Yeah, I used to. Honestly, for children, it's the best night of the year, isn't it? Christmas Eve.
It really
so
is.
excited. Right, Brill. Nat, do you want to
Should
show
we
the finished one?
Show this one then.
Yes.
So your end article, and Becca will finish popping her bits in, is this fantastic book where obviously we've stretched that ribbon out and tied it beautifully so you can fully open all of the pages and read through that absolutely incredible storybook and all of the amazing poems. And then, like I said, add photographs in here. I would definitely be doing this on this back page, swapping out Santa Claus for Auntie Nat and Uncle Dan, having pictures of the boys and the children in the other boxes. Just a really sweet, fun way to personalise it to any of your recipients. It's absolutely incredible. £14.99, and I think because I've made one of these up from start to finish, I think maximum amount of time it takes is about half an hour to 45 minutes.
Yeah,
definitely no longer than that. So it is something that you'll be able to do on Christmas Eve as well if you keep it until that special time of the year. So that is your Twas the Night storybook, making its grand appearance as it does every year, because we all know how much you love it. So next up for you, we love the artwork so much that we wanted to do something different with it, and we've never ever done the artwork in a picture perfect pad. Now these are so fun to craft with. The idea with the picture perfect pad was actually thought up by Anne-Marie when she was getting Joseph's school pictures, because you know you get a big one, then you get some small ones and you can cut into them. The small ones normally go to grandparents,
in your wallet.
You keep the bigger ones,
and
that's where it came from. So what we've done here is we've taken the images from the storybook and the text as well, and we've put it into this fantastic picture perfect pad for you, where you have little snippets and different looks of these images. But it's great for card making, even thinking of making your own storybook or scrapbook for Christmas, then you can do it with this as well. What you've got included in here is 12 designs. You're going to get 4 of each, so you could even do a cheeky little bit of decoupage. It's 8 by 8 in size, which means not only do you have these fantastic images to sort of cut from and create whatever you wish, we've also on the reverse got some fantastic sort of double-sided paper images, which I'll run through in just a moment. And these are absolutely fantastic for matting and layering, for creating backgrounds for these types of cards. But look at Santa there. He is loving life, having his cookies and that milk. He's just the ultimate Santa. And this one as well, one of my favourite images of him holding the present there. Absolutely love it.
This artwork is just
so incredible, isn't it?
It's just like nothing else. It blows me away every time we look at it.
It just makes you so warm and happy and fuzzy inside.
Yeah.
So they're your 12 images, and then on the reverse, like I said, we've got incredible double-sided papers for you. So we've got that really nice sort of like cushion, plush cushion design. We've got some really nice sort of tile-esque designs, but all of these patterns you'll see if you look really closely in the artwork, they're all in there. They're either in backgrounds, they're in borders, they're details of Santa's big sack. Absolutely all of this. You've got the tree detail there, we've got the night sky, we've got beautiful patterns, and you will find something that they all coordinate with. They're absolutely stunning. This is only £9.99 if you want to get this and make cards with this gorgeous artwork, as we really have enjoyed doing over the past couple of weeks when we've been working on this. Absolutely gorgeous. So that is your picture perfect pad, and then I've got some cards to show you as well, because we've had such a fun time making these.
We really did.
I love this one with the acetate. I'm in a wrong place today. I'm gonna knock my brew over as well. Acetate, look at that. Really fun. I love that you can pop them into sort of like little frames. You can use our, and Bex, you did this, didn't you? You went and grabbed some of our mirror mat, picture perfect mirror mats.
Yep.
Because we do sell them. They're on the website. They're sized exactly, so when you cut out these images, you can just pop them on top of those mirror mats. So if that's something you're thinking, well, I'm going to waste a lot of mirror cutting all of those layers, then don't worry. You can also use some of our picture perfect dies. This one here, it looks like a little window, which is super cute, isn't it? Poking in and seeing what Santa's up to. Oh, isn't this amazing? And even though we have no decoupage on this, it actually looks like he's coming out of the card.
I know, it's just, we've popped him on some foam pads behind some diamond sparkles. He really does look like he's coming to life.
He's popping out, isn't he?
Yeah.
We've got a beautiful stepper here. This is a lovely way of using it as well. And then you've got all of that beautiful wording from the poem in there as well. These are really, really fun. Perfect for steppers because you've got all those different shapes, sizes and dimensions. Really fun uses of these cards. I absolutely love them. They're just brilliant. We've got a few more to show you. This one's really, really fun. Just cutting it one image differently to make it stand out.
Oh, I
love the
that.
background on this one.
So funky.
And then this one's really cute as well with a little cutout and a little bit of snowfall acetate in this aperture. Very, very sweet. Again, we've got some shimmer card on that. You could be winning that if you are part of our Win It Weekly. And then this super funky number that Beck's made. Love it. So many really fun cards there, and you can be making those with our Picture Perfect pad if you get it home today. What else do we have to share with you? You might be thinking, Natalie, you're dressed a bit crazy today.
Oh,
Becca,
yeah.
that's a bit pink, isn't it, that top?
I know.
Well, we're dressed appropriately because today we're celebrating the NHS Big Tea. This year we are raising money here at Hunky Dory. We've been baking, we've been brew making, and raising lots and lots of money for our NHS. Just to thank them for all the incredible work they've done over the past couple of years, because it has been tough for people that work for the NHS. We all know people, we all absolutely love and appreciate everything that they do. So we are raising money today, and with doing that, we also have a blog on our website right now where you can make some really fun sort of like afternoon tea themed projects. So I've got some to show you.
Also, Nat, we do not need an excuse for crafting tea and cake.
We don't.
No excuses needed.
If people wanna suggest that, then we're here for it.
Absolutely.
There's some super cute things here. I absolutely love them. So let me just get some more of them, because we've got, I love doing this. We did this, me and Dan did this at Christmas time, and I think his mum's still got it. We put it up the stairs and everything. Paper pad, really super cute, sort of like ring bunting. So much fun to make. I absolutely love doing that.
I love paper chains.
Then we've got a cute little cake topper using some of our stamps and dies that we have. Which way am I? Here, this way, here we go. Look at this. Oh, super cute, using some of our stamps and dies that we still have available on the website. So go ahead and look at that. Maybe you've got a coffee morning, maybe you've got something that you're raising money for. This is the best thing ever.
Isn't it? It's incredible.
It's so crazy. You can get the full instructions on how to make this. If you're thinking who in their right mind made this, then you're right in thinking it was our crazy cat. It is absolutely fabulous, isn't it? If you want to be making this, then get onto the website, because you can find everything you need on how to make that. We've got the super cute place cards, which is just so fun with these little flowers on.
Yeah.
So gorgeous. I love the fact that everything is pink and yellow as well. We've got some little coasters with the doilies. These are really cute. You can put little cakes on these, little sandwiches.
Oh, definitely.
Love them. And then this is one of my favourites. Becca made this, didn't you, Becca?
I did. I loved making it.
This is so cute. And when you open it up, everyone's going to be making these for friends and family. It's a little tea holder. Now, if you're like me and you love fancy tea, and I love fancy tea, you could so easily just buy like little tea bags and then pop them in this and give them as a gift.
Yeah, it was
really cute.
It was so fun to make as well.
It's so fun. I absolutely love it. So if you're wanting to have a look at that, head over to the blog. There's a big piece about it, and some of these incredible makes and full instructions are on there. So have a look at that. Okay. One more thing to show you. and then we're going to go into a demo. It is our Twas the Night Adorable Scorable selection. Now, we always do this with our kits, and we thought it's a picture perfect pad, so we definitely need to give you something else to be able to craft with. So we've got here for you 30 sheets pack of Adorable Scorable. I need to get which camera I am on right. You've got all of the colours here that coordinate perfectly. You get 3 of each. So we've got the beautiful yellow, we've got the black, we've got the classic white for you, we have red, we've got the blue, but you can be making card blanks from this. You can be making those stepper cards from this, maybe some 3D makes as well. Folding this to your smaller size card blanks as well. Maybe DLs, maybe 5x5s, they're all going to be able to be made out of this amazing selection, and it just means that you don't have to do as much mat and layering when you've got your Adorable Scorable either. So if you want to grab that, it's £9.99 and it works perfectly with our Picture Perfect pad that we also have on the show. So Becca, are you using these next?
Yep, we're just going to finish our storyboard.
Oh yeah,
I was only one off anyway in the end, but yeah, so we've done all the sort of crisscrossy kind of ribbon, there we go. And then I've just, like, whilst you were talking through that, I was just, like you say, gone and sort of stretched my butt, made sure that none are too tight, because I had done it a smidgy bit tight. And then what we're going to do, now that we've crossed them all over, we're just going to sort of tie it in a nice kind of bow. So just threading that through there, and it's a gorgeous bright red silky satin ribbon. It's just going to finish that book off absolutely wonderfully. So again, just kind of pulling those through, and then I am going to kind of leave it as it is, but you'd obviously want to kind of cut those to size. And then again, just checking that your book opens wonderfully. I mean, what a treasure that's going to be in your family. But yes, let's get ready to move on, shall we? We're going to be demoing with the Picture Perfect pad. So let's see where we're up to. So I've got an 8x6 card blank, and I've got some gold mirror in here. We're just going to be having a really fun time with this. So let me bring in my Picture Perfect pad. It's extremely well loved.
We've got such a really good question on YouTube from Anastasia. She asked, could you add extra pages to this booklet? And you absolutely could do. You could either buy 2 books and then you've got more spare pages.
Oh yeah.
Or what I would suggest is, if you've got any 8x8 could you use them? I don't think you could. If you've got any paper pads or pages that have that Dutch grey board at the back, you could draw around one of your grey board pieces.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then you could cut it out. It wouldn't be as sort of like maybe neat, because obviously you'd have to fussy cut it, but you could definitely add more pages to it. Get some, maybe you could use some of the amazing design papers that come with your Picture Perfect pad to mat and layer it. You could definitely add pages to it. There's so many different ways. Either buy another pad so you've got them cut down to size already, another book, sorry, or you could use just Dutch grey board, which I do think we have on the website.
Yeah, I think
maybe
we
look
do.
at that, and sort of like make your own extra pages with Dutch grey board and your Picture Perfect pad, because all of the designs and the fantastic pages all match up in there.
Oh yeah, 100%. Right, so are we ready? I feel like, I don't know, a bit of like the queen of acetate after last week, so I'm bringing in some Snowfall acetate. So what I've done is I've took an 8x6 card blank and I've cut the front very skinny. I've only left 1.5 on there. But that's fine, because we're going to have a real nice bit of fun with this. So what we're going to do is we want to bring that back, and then we want to have a bottom panel as well that's 2 inches. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to put our white card blank, our white piece of card and our card blank, and then we're going to stick the acetate onto that. So let me get, I think double-sided tape is going to be strong enough for this project. So I'm going to put sort of 2 pieces at the top and 1 piece at the bottom. And doing it all first means that you can hide all of your workings. Okay, so, and again, I'm just going in with that tape over here, just on these pieces. And it's just going to really sort of make our imagery really stand out. So I'm just going to take the tape off here. And we're sort of going to bridge the gap with our acetate and sort of build the card.
I love doing this. It's such a fun technique.
I know. I feel like I've been really loving it lately, so I had to demo with it. It's just bridging the card, deconstructing it and putting it back together again. So I think I've gone a bit too high with my tape. So just kind of sticking that on there, just nice and gently. And then that's perfect. So our card will now stand up nice and strong, and then we can sort of hide all the workings now. So I've got 2 pieces of gold mirri, one at 2 inches and one at 1.5, and I'm just going to sort of stick that back over. I've already got a piece of tape that I stuck a bit high onto this card blank, ready to go. So I'll just put one here at the bottom and stick that one down first of all. So getting that on my card just like so. Just nice and neatly there. And then, yeah, I kind of want tape on all of this one. So just the same again, 2 pieces, and then we'll stick it back down. And then I've brought in this gorgeous pattern from the paper pad, because the backgrounds in here just are so lovely. They're really festive and rich colours. So again, I'm just going to put that in there for just a second, and then we'll mat and layer some of these pieces up. So this is the pattern that I've chosen to use. It's a real Christmas tree green. It's got like that beautiful pattern. Oh my goodness, you're over there.
I'm over here. It's like a weird texture, isn't it? But like a Christmas tree texture.
Yeah, it's really stunning. So again, I'm just matting and layering this. I know it's a bit sad to cover these images, but you know, maybe get yourself an extra pad and have one for the pictures and one for the background. That would definitely be my way of getting around that. So we're just going to mat and layer that onto this gold, and then we're going to do the top piece as well. So again, we'll just be nice and neat with our tape, and then pop that down. So that's our card kind of deconstructed, built back together again, and then the fun part is obviously doing all these fun layers, putting those images on, and we'll put some of the words from the poem in there as well, from the story. Okay, so perfect. So the image I've chosen to use is so this is the sort of front side of the page, or the A side. So I've chosen to take this image from here. I'm going to use the one that I've already cut down, and I'm not, you know, being overly wasteful. But you've got this beautiful scene. Father Christmas Santa there is popping the presents under the tree. You've got the dog and cat there, sat just lazily having a little Christmas Eve nap.
I feel like that's what Oscar would do if Father Christmas came into the house.
What, he'd just sleep through it?
He'd just like open one eye and be like, who is this? And then he'd just be like, oh, okay, he can stay.
Absolutely. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, not even an Oscar. Brilliant. So I'm just going to sort of make a mirror mat for that. Oh, I've just done that a bit too short. Bear with me. Got any more gold mirror in here? Yes.
Is there any in there?
Yes. Sorry, I did it a little bit too short. So we've got 6 inches on there. So let's go for 6, just over. 6 and 2 notches. And then how deep is it? I thought it was 4 inches, but that wasn't quite enough. So I've got that. Right, let's try a really good sort of 4 and 2 notches, and that should be fine. If not, we might have to do a little bit of trimming because I don't want to waste any more mirror. Oh, there we go, that's perfect. Now, if, like me the other day, you're a bit more organised, you've got your mirror mats ready to go, you're winning at life, because, yeah, don't be cutting down little pieces of mirror. No, either use your scraps or buy those mirror mats. They're a lifesaver.
What's the code for those, Gemma? If you just picture perfect mirror mats, because they are such a handy thing to have when you crafting with your paper pads.
Yeah, they're just the perfect partner, aren't they?
So it's MCDM 122, and that's for silver. And then I'm gonna say it's either 123 or 121 for the gold.
Okay, that's better.
but just pop in Picture Perfect mirror mats, they will all come up. And also if you just pop in Picture Perfect into the website, all of the dies as well that will come up. And I think on the dies as well, we've also got some really fun ones. Obviously we've got our nesting dies, but I think we might have some like ones that look like baubles too.
Oh, do we? Oh, the nesting die baubles. Yeah, we do have those. I was using those yesterday. They're really, really fun.
So that would be really cool to use with them. There they are. Moonstone dies nesting baubles.
They are a really fun set of dies. But my next demo is gonna be with some dies. So if you are looking for, I know. So if you are looking for some dies to go with your Picture Perfect pad today, yeah, don't go anywhere because I'm going to be showing those off too. So I'm just putting some really skinny foam pads at the top and the bottom of my image, just because again we don't want any workings over that acetate. So we're just going to pop it down there, making sure that nothing's going to be kind of seen, nice and straight, and we will pop that on there. I mean, doesn't that just look perfect? And then the image that I've gone with for the sentiment is the stump of his pipe he held in his teeth, the smoke it encircled in his head like a wreath. He had a broad little face and a round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
I think that's my favourite.
I think that's my favourite too. It's just so silly and fun, isn't it? The epitome of like Father Christmas or Santa, you know, just his little round belly shaking like a bowl full of jelly. I just love that. So again, you would definitely be using your Picture Perfect mirror, but it's about a sort of 2-inch kind of square there. So we'll just cut one of those out from our scraps. Perfect. Amazing. So let's get that down. We've got some So we're going to just put that on our mirror mat, and then we're going to sort of see where that kind of fits. The pattern just matches the background beautifully, so it ties it all together. I kind of don't really want to cover anything up, but we'll put him, I think we'll just put it there at the bottom left. We're not covering too much of that image up. And then again, because this is already raised, we don't want foam pads on the whole thing, just the bottom of the verse there. And then that'll stick onto our card nice and straight. And then I think what I'll do is I will put another background piece in the centre of the card. I'd probably use an insert or a trim me, but you know, I think they're super, super low stock. So I didn't really want to kind of take one, but I'm going to pop that there. And then, you know what I did bring in, Natalie? I did bring in some of our fabulous festive gemstones.
They're going to look amazing.
They really are. So what do we think, Nat? Red, green, gold, not the blue.
Do you know what? I think red.
Red.
We've got a lot of green going on, haven't we?
We have got a lot of green going on. So let's pop in a little bit of this beautiful Christmassy red. And we never, the red only appear in our festive mix of gemstones. So it is lovely to kind of bring them out. We'll put 3 on there. And then finally, what we're going to do is we're just going to, just so it's not a completely plain white backgrounds in there in that card, we'll bring back in some of our beautiful background paper. So we'll cut that to, we'll cut that down to 6. It's already 8 inches in length, I think. We'll just double check that it's not. Sometimes when we get the sample pads, they are a little bit longer because they've not had all the binding and all the workings done. Yeah, all the trimmings. So let's pop that in there. Obviously, we can see from the back of our card front that we haven't got any workings showing whatsoever.
It looks so pretty.
It's super professional.
Ellen says, I think I'm going to have to look at those Picture Perfect mirror mats. I've got a few, honestly. Ellen, lifesavers they are. And Lynn has said about, could we have an explanation of how to use the trimmer, please? Do you know what? I think we did a Technique Tuesday on our trimmer. So if you go onto YouTube, type in Hunky Dory Crafts, you'll be able to go back and view all of the videos. And it's a Technique Tuesday you want to look for. And it will specifically say trimmer on it. And you'll be able to watch that video back, and it has full explanations of all the tips and handy tricks on how to use that trimmer. So have a look to see if you can find it.
It wasn't that long ago though, I don't think.
A few months ago.
Yeah, I want to say that, a few months ago max. Right, so I think we're going to leave that card be. All I've used is 2 images, which is just how quick and simple would that be to make. We've got that snowfall acetate just going through there and bridging the gap of our card. Just the artwork just speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Really, really cute. Absolutely love it. It's so just nostalgic and the best thing ever. Just like this incredible bundle. I can't believe how massive it looks. I mean, I've done a few shows with this now on Hobby Maker, but this just shows it off to its absolute maximum. It's incredible to see every single topper that you're gonna receive here. This is, if you haven't seen it already, I don't know where you've been, but this is our Hunky Dory 2022 Christmas Blockbuster. What you're going to receive here is absolutely incredible because you get all 4 kits. In all 4 kits you're going to get 8 toppers, 8 printed cardstock and 8 foil cardstock. So you're going to get that 4 times over. And you're also going to receive that limited edition Crafting with Hunky Dory magazine, where us and the team, we made cards with all of this collection. So you'd be able to make absolutely every single one of the cards in there, and I think that's really good because maybe you've never ever bought Christmas cards. Maybe you've just stumbled across us today and thought, actually, you know, I could probably try this. Then Christmas cards are the best time to do it, and this bundle is exactly that. It's £44.99 for the 4 toppers and that magazine with your blockbuster, which also, if you're part of our diamond members, will give you, or is this just any members actually, we'll give you 80 reward points. No, that's diamond members because it's double, isn't it?
Yep.
So you're going to get 80 reward points when you buy this, which is pretty incredible. But if you're thinking that's really good, but I'd like a little bit more, like we like to do, because you're going to get even more out of it, then you can buy the ultimate collection, where you're going to get absolutely everything you see here. Then we're going to throw in a 40 sheet pack of Adorable Scorable, coordinating colours to match. We're going to give you the 7th little book of Christmas with 144 sheets in it, and we're also going to give you packs of inserts for every single topper collection. 2 of each design, so you're going to get 16 in a pack, but they are going to make your cards look so much more professional. All of that for just £67.98. You're also going to get free delivery because it's over £30, and you're going to get 122 reward points if you are a diamond member. If you're not a diamond member, then you can join. It's so easy to do. You will still get reward points, but remember, it's double reward points if you're a diamond member. If you are a diamond member as well, you're going to get a discount because you've got that extra 20% off deal in your membership. So it's actually going to come down to £61.10, which I think is really good. Definitely worth it. But this is everything you're going to get, and it's absolutely incredible. My favourite thing about Christmas, the Blockbuster. So if you haven't got it already, if you're thinking about it, then get it now. Also to note that PayPal Pay in 3 is also available on the website, so you could use that as well. Just head over to hunkydorycrafts.co.uk and you can shop all of our Christmas Blockbuster essentials. You can even buy individuals if that's something you want to do. You could just buy single toppers if there's a topper that you absolutely love. There's loads of different ways to do it. You can always get the 4 different kits individually as well, but if you want the best value for money, and it's going to save you £60, buy the ultimate bundle, which is everything you see here, that Adorable Scorable, the inserts and the little book. So head over to the website, have a look at all of that. Okay, Becca.
Yes.
Are we ready for our final demo?
We are ready for our final demo.
What are we doing?
Well, I didn't realise we were chatting about the Blockbuster, otherwise I would have brought a Blockbuster demo in, but we're gonna
fine.
We're gonna go back to 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and we're gonna use some of that beautiful, adorable Scorable. We're gonna use some dies. We're just gonna have a really, really fun time with this. So, adorable Scorable, as Natalie said, you can make your card blanks, you can make those fancy steppers, and I did think about making a stepper like I made the one that's on the VT, and I just thought, how else can I just wanted to do a different kind of demonstration. So we're going to make a stepper, but just one with like one front step. So we're going to take this beautiful sort of like inky blue shade. It's absolutely stunning. And we're going to cut that to 10 by 6. Yeah, let's do it at that. So just lining that up at 6 on my trimmer, and then we're going to bring our scoreboard in and pop the scores in. Oops. Okay, so oops, just gone a little bit. Okay, so I've got a score tool hanging around.
Is there one in there?
I've normally always got a spare one.
Is there one on the other side?
I must have it because I've burnished my my cardstock.
Ooh, the case of the missing score.
I know,
tool.
and it's my fault. I bury everything. Oh, I've got it. Okay, perfect. Right, sorry guys. As always, losing my things. Okay, so let's score it at 2 and 4. We'll have a nice big step, and then that'll make our card front 6 by 6, so it'll go on a 6 by 6 card blank. So we're just going to kind of fold those in, and then that's our stepper card already made. No like annoying fussy kind of measuring. It's super simple. It goes on a standard card blank 6 by 6, and then there you have it. That's going to give you a little bit of height, a little bit of dimension, and something else to put either a sentiment or ribbon or whatever you want to do with that.
I love how easy it is to make like these front stepper cards.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? It's absolutely wonderful. So then we're going to take our Miri mat. This is like a 6 by 6 one, but obviously we don't want it that big because we want that cardstock to show. So let's leave 1/4 of an inch and see how we get on with that. Yeah, it's just perfect, isn't it? It's super easy to make. You can be batch making these, or you know, just having those kind of, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, and then we'll make our other one. So that's 2 inches. So we're going to cut that at 1 3/4, and then again we'll cut it to 5 3/4 in length. So just cutting that down. We'll bring in some pieces from the pad. Perfect. Okay, so let's see what we've got left. I think ideally we want a background page first.
You want that like
that would be nice.
Yeah, that is quite cute. Which image are you going to use?
I know, that's the difficult thing, isn't it? Maybe one of these actually.
I do like that one.
So we've got the kind of like red, which does go with the blue actually. Or do you want to use the starry night pattern, this one?
I'm not sure, you know. I think both would work.
I know. Let's see how this looks. This is my gut feeling that I want to use this one. I had in my head that I was going to make it sort of red and green, but I thought, no, we've already made a red and green card. Let's bring in that beautiful blue. So it has thrown me off a little bit. So we're going in at 2 notches under there again for our smaller pieces. And again for this one as well. So 2 notches under 1 3/4. And then 2 notches under 5 3/4, which is already cut down for us from that other piece. Okay, so let's get those matted and layered together, and then I think we can just figure out the next part as we go along. Nothing like on the wing crafting.
Nothing.
It's the best. Most of the time it works out absolutely fine. So let's stick him down. Again, we're just covering up those images, but you can use some other pattern paper or some of your Blockbuster if you don't want to be covering this up. I totally get why you'd feel a bit sad covering this up for the backgrounds. Okay. And then, oh yeah, I totally forgot. I wanted to do some die cutting that. So we'll get that in. We did. Okay, perfect. So let's pop that on there. Just nice and gently. There we go. Okay. And then that's the thing, because you can, you know, you can mix and match all these pages. Obviously, like if you go in with the rhyme, it's kind of nice to do like the ones that like go in order, but as far as the images go, they're all quite similar, so you can definitely be mixing and matching them, which is what we're going to do for this one. So I'm going to add this onto our card, and then we can do the kind of next layer. I think we'll decide what we can put on our card. We'll see how it looks. So again, I'm just going to kind of put this on my front step just here, giving it a really nice, and that blue looks so good, doesn't it, with the dark navy?
It really makes it show off that colour. Yeah,
absolutely. I love that you've got that sort of darker and lighter blue there. Perfect. Okay. So again, we're going to pop this one on the front of our card, and then everything will just, well, the front this piece here at the back will just pop onto a 6x6 card blank, and you're good to go. Okay. So again, leaving a nice good gap there for our adorable scoreable. And then, oh, that looks so great.
I like that.
Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, we do have dies that just go so perfectly. Because we know that everyone likes to bring in a little bit of everything and show off all their skills. So the ones that I'm going to use are the multi-aperture square frames. You get loads of little pieces in here. It's amazing, isn't it? You get your big square there if you want to die cut some squares. You can pop that in if you want to make some frames. And then you get a few sentiments, birthday wishes, with love, on your special day, and thank you. So some of those more everyday sentiments in there. But there's no reason why this die doesn't work for Christmas crafting as well as every day.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So I'm going to get that die cut just for us nice and quickly. Okay. All these plates are a little bit jumbled up. Right, we'll just go with that. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the die cutting machine on, pop that through, and then we can decide what image we're going to use. But it just makes the most gorgeous little frame. I used the rectangle version in another one of my cards, and I was really pleased with how it looked.
Yeah, it is really fun, and to be able to sort of like frame those smaller images, it works so well.
Yeah, it does. Or you can just sort of highlight one of your larger images. Really, really easily there as well. So that's cut out absolutely wonderfully for us. So you get the little gold pieces that just pop out, and then you get the frame itself. And again, you can be, the card that I did in the office, I sectioned those pieces off to make a little shaker. So you could totally be doing that. So let's bring some snowfall acetate in, and we'll get all this taped up, ready to go. Going to use some of my ultra high tack tape, just because those edges are a little bit skinny. So yeah, going in with that, I think. But yeah, I don't think we're going to make a shaker. I've not brought any bits in, but you could definitely, if you just foam pad.
You wouldn't even need to, like you said, you don't even need to do everything as a shaker. You could just do
one section square. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I did a really crazy one where I sectioned off everything and put different coloured sequins in each section.
That is crazy.
I know. But yeah, you could put fake snow, would look really good in here. Mm-hmm. You know, so many different kind of things that you could do with this. Amazing. Just popping it behind some other pattern paper and cutting your toppers a little bit smaller works wonderfully. This is just such a handy die to use. Like, you're going to use it time and time again. It's a bit like a nesting die. It's just one of those things that you're just going to come to all the time. So I'm just going to put a little bit just on here, and then stick it down to our acetate. So I'm pretty much covering the whole thing. Don't want any like little windows where it's not stuck properly. And then And then we can go back to our picture perfect pad. Okay. So I'm just just gently removing that tape back in. It's got lots of like little stitchy edges, so I'm just using my pokey tool to just grab those pieces off. And let's go with a different one.
I really like the fact that this kind of looks like a window as well.
It does, doesn't it?
Those images where he's sort of like around the house, you could pop this on top and make it look like you're like peeping through to,
that would be gorgeous. Yeah, that would be so fun. Yeah, absolutely. You could put like, I'm just going a bit crazy. This is like my sort of scrapbooking brain. You could put like little curtains behind here.
Yeah.
It would be so sweet.
Crazy on there.
Amazing. I just can't get this top bit of tape off. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Oh.
Rachel says, I wonder if I could use my memory book dies, picture perfect pad to make a mini night before Christmas book.
Oh, yes.
You could do that.
That would be an amazing idea.
And then you've got all of those little pockets and sections and bits and pieces like that, so you could make like little things to go in there. When they're talking about not a creature stirring in the house, you could use your pocket pals, and you could have like a little dog in a pocket.
Yes, or a picture of your pet or anything. That would work so nicely.
You could do some really fun things with that.
Right, let's have a look at which we should. So wherever we put that, that is just going to look good, isn't it?
Really good.
So that's probably a bit too red, I think. Right, let's have a look here. We could go with that one. Oh my goodness, decisions.
Got you popping out the window to see what he's doing. So good.
Yeah, I think I might use this one, this page, because then I've got my sentiment on there as well. It marries up really perfectly with this. So just going to gently kind of cut out these images. So really nicely, I'm just going to line up my trimmer and cut out each strip. They've got nice sort of white guidelines for you to pop onto your trimmer and cut.
Yeah, it's quite easy to be able to see where you need to and where you don't need to cut.
Yeah, 100%. And I think
good.
It's quite forgiving that the images are like, if you do need to go over or if you accidentally go over or under, it's not really going to matter. Okay, so let's get this on here. And then I think I might, again, get this on with some tape. Oh, I forgot to take that bit off there, but it shouldn't matter. So again, I'm just going around the sides of all here, and then we can add the foam pads onto our card with our sort of skinny foam strips. But I don't really want to add any dimension at this point, I don't think.
Well, you've got that stepper, haven't you? So you've got to be quite careful that you can still, you're not getting in the way.
Yeah, it's not going to get in the way, absolutely. So that's why I'm just kind of using our tape. So again, I'm just going around here, and I'm using, using high tack, just because it's quite a nice one to use on acetate, and it'll just stick to our page really nicely. Okay, perfect. So just sort of placing it just across there. I'm going to snip off my overhang and put that to one side, and then we're going to add this cute little panel to our card there as well. And then we're going to add, I think I might just put that in the middle. It's a touch smaller than maybe what I want it to be, but it does look really good, doesn't it? I'm quite pleased with that. Let's pop that on in there. So again, let's add our foam pads in at this point and get all that sort of down, and then we can decide what we're going to put on our steps. So all these sort of like messy kind of workings on the back are going to be hidden because it's going to be stuck to our card. Just kind of gone in there with some little some of our sort of like larger square ones. I'm just going to put a smaller square in the middle. There we go. Just so it's not bowing. And then we'll put that kind of, let's put that kind of dead central, she says. There we go. Okay, and then I'm thinking maybe of using this Merry Christmas again right in the middle, I think. Let's do that. So again, I'm going to sort of trim it down because I'm just going to get this black off here, because it's a bit of a contrasting pattern. It's also a starry pattern, so we're just going to snip that off, and then we can just place it in the middle, and then we've got all those stars. Okay, so let's see how big this is, and then we'll cut some mirri down to match. Okay, so, oh, it's a bit of a weird one, Rebekah. Right, okay, so it's 4, so we'll cut 4 and 2 notches. And then it's kind of like 1 under 2, I think. Obviously, when you get it home, you might not need to sort of snip into it like that. Yeah, that's perfect. Just snip one little bit off there.
I love the typography as well. It's so traditional in that Christmas style.
Oh yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, like you've got your sort of really nice like block capitals in that. It's like, it is Storybook font, isn't it? It's so nice. Okay, so let's pop that on here. Merry Christmas. Again, you could add more or less if you want to, and we're just going to pop that on there. Yeah, I think we're just
really nice.
It does look nice, doesn't it? Yeah, let's go with that. So again, just going to pop those on with some foam pads as well. Just on the bottom, because I'm going to have it nicely hanging over. And then again, I'm going to finish it with some gemstones, and I'm going to go with our gold ones for this one. So I'm going to go in with the festive pack and just use those golds. So I'm going to put 1 in, or I might even put 2 in each of our corners, just highlighting that frame, making that really pop. And again, like I say, I am a little bit conscious that it's on the smaller side than I would have liked. So doing the gemstones like this just brings it in a little bit. And just kind of disguises the fact that I'd want it to be bigger. So just takes up a little bit more room. Having those ones at the bottom. Again, just putting them at a little diagonal. Oh, this kit has been so fun to demo. And then just a little dinky one on each of these 4 corners as well, making it really blingy, really pop, and super festive.
I love it.
Yeah, just a really nice little make that you can do with your adorable scoreable. Just minimal scoring. Okay, so let's get that on our card blank. Got a 6x6 here ready to go. Again, I think if you wanted to make a 7x5, you could do the whole thing from your adorable scoreable. But I just wanted that really nice big deep step in that square sort of shape, just because I knew I was bringing my square dies in today. Okay, so that's our card all finished.
Super cute.
Super simple. Merry Christmas. That's all it needs.
I love it. I love the fact that it looks like you're just poking out the window and seeing him like flying past as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Adorable. And that is what Twas the Night Before Christmas is, an absolutely adorable collection. So nostalgic. So you can get all 3 of the items that we showed you today. You can get the Twas the Night Storybook, that's £14.99, or £13.49 if you're part of our Diamond Members Club. The Picture Perfect pad is £9.99, or you can get £1 off if you're in the club. It just comes in at £8.99. And then the adorable scoreable that coordinates, again, £9.99 or £8.99 if you are in the club. But that's all we have time for to go through with you today. We hope you've enjoyed a little look back at Twas the Night Before Christmas. If you want some more crafting, then Anne-Marie is down at Hobby Maker. She's got 3 hours back to back. She's there at 1, 2 and 3. She's going to be showing you a fantastic new collection, our winter wildlife collection, at 1, At 2, she's going to be going through our latest Crafting with Hunky Dory magazine, showing you how you can use all of your freebies that you get with that magazine. And then she'll be back at the end of the hour with some iris folding. So go and watch Hobby Maker from 1 o'clock today for lots of Hunky Dory fun. But we'll be back here tomorrow. It's myself and Becca. We're switching around though. I'm in the hot seat, and we're going to be taking a good look at our brand new Crafting with Hunky Dory issue 66. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.